Greetings, disc golf fans. We are here with the final round coverage of the 2019 Ledgestone Insurance Open presented by Discraft. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I'm back in the booth with Bobby Cox.
What's up, everyone?
So far, we've got an exciting tournament. Paige Pierce and Catrina Allen going back and forth, stroke for stroke. After the second round, Paige Pierce is 2 back from Catrina, so we have a very exciting final round for you guys.
Absolutely.
I see Paige making a little move here.
She's a competitor.
Being only 2
that's
streaks
for sure.
behind. Yeah. Getting straight into it. Hole 1, this is a par 4, starting off with a big bomber. It is 636 feet. Most of these ladies we've seen just throw a distance shot off the tee. You can land pretty much anywhere in the fairway, and as long as you get a good amount of distance to leave yourself with a good upshot, you should be able to take the 3 here.
Yeah, this hole averaged 4.07, the 10th hardest hole for this round. And I'm really thinking that's just because the green's so difficult. The fairway,
Absolutely.
I mean, off the drive, you can really just bomb as hard as you want.
Yeah.
Here we got Catrina Allen. Doing a nice flat shot, and he asked me to right in the prime spot. If you get up to like that distance where she's at, you have the privilege of actually seeing the basket, and that makes a massive difference.
Oh, yeah. She was throwing a D2 there, getting a good amount of distance. Should have a pretty easy upshot from there.
Yeah. Paige with one of the biggest arms in female disc golf.
Yep, she's ripping out a Ballista Pro here, putting it nice and high, and compensating from yesterday's round. She turned that one over a little bit yesterday, and that's in a really nice spot there.
Yeah, if you're on that right side, it makes the upshot like super touchy. I mean, you gotta land it like just barely behind the hill,
Yeah.
or else it's going in the water. OB.
There's a few of those greens out here that are super sloping. Here we got Hailey.
She's putting out a crush.
Throwing out a force there, it looks like.
And that's the first thing I noticed whenever I was watching her is, for her size, she absolutely bombs.
Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with Hailey. I had never seen her play before, and I would give her the highest potential up-and-coming female player right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, she's got it, that's for sure.
And Jennifer Allen, obviously
crushes.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, she was throwing out a destroyer there.
That
Catrina
is
with
fantastic upshot.
Yeah, that is absolutely perfect. Exactly how you want to land it. Right before that hill, let it slide down there, get that kind of side roll. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's what she's been doing all tournament. Is just really dialing in her upshots and not really making that many mistakes.
Yeah, keeping it clean.
Kind of a fortunate tree, I'd say. That might have been going down the hill a little bit.
Yeah. It was a forehand, so it was coming back right. So still not a bad spot. Here is Jennifer. Looking like an AVR 3, and that is OB there, it looks like.
No, that's actually in bounds.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, by like an inch.
Man, that looked like it went straight in the water.
Yeah, she was super fortunate.
Paige with a nice upshot there. And Jen just a little bit too low on that one. She'll be taking a 4.
Maybe a little bit of nerves. First hole of the last tournament, or last round of the Ledgestone, one of the biggest tournaments on tour. Paige is used to it.
Oh, yeah. Ice in her veins. Starting off with the birdie. That is how you want to start. And we got Catrina just tapping in a birdie.
Yeah. And I wasn't even expecting that big of a gallery, but there was a gallery rounds 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
A fairly good sized gallery.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Keeping the train rolling for Catrina.
Yep. Maintaining that 2-stroke lead over Paige. And we are on to hole 2. This is a par 3. It is 313 feet. We've seen the ladies really just throw hyzers around the right side of the tree. You want to throw something a little bit more stable because the hill drops off right behind the basket, and there is the sidewalk that plays OB behind there, so you really will just kind of want to play it a little bit earlier to take a little bit of a skip and end up inside the circle.
Yeah, this was the 6th hardest hole, averaging 3.2. So, I mean, it's really just basic hyzer. There's
That's
a little bit of trouble.
surprising.
Yeah.
Because this is a pretty easy
tackable.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it does play probably like 350, 360, just because you have to play the hyzer around that tree.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the ladies were coming up a little bit short, making a difficult putt.
And it is really easy to get a roll away if you do end up behind the basket.
Yeah. This is coming in a little hot. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. That barely stays in bounds.
That was
for
OB
Paige.
all day.
And she's going to be about 45, 50 feet from there. There's Hailey crushing one out there. That looks a little bit wide. And that is okay there. She'll be outside the circle with an uphill putt, but still have a look. We got Jen, who's been throwing the big hyzer.
Yeah, she goes super high.
Putting a
on the
lot
shot.
more height.
Yeah, gets rewarded about
Circle's
7 feet
edge.
out. Yeah. Here's Paige getting some relief. And this is a big time putt here, knowing that Catrina is up inside circle 1.
Wow. Oh, man.
Ice in her veins.
Great putt from Paige. From deep. Moves her to 17 under par. 1 stroke back from Catrina.
Yeah, one thing Paige does with her putts is she just fully commits to all of them.
Yes.
She's not afraid to miss.
Yes, she does. Hailey just a little bit left side there. This is Jennifer for the 2 and just am side. She'll be dropping in a 3. Oh, Catrina was closer than I thought.
Yeah. Easy birdie for Catrina.
Yep. She has had some solid putting all weekend.
Yeah.
And that is really what has carried her in the lead.
Absolutely.
Through the first 2 rounds. This is Hailey to save 3. Oh, yeah. She will stay at 9.
Jennifer pretty disappointed with that par.
Yeah.
She was about 10-15 from the basket off the drive. So
Yeah. Hole 3, this is a par 3. It's 384 feet. Most of these ladies are throwing a slight turnover shot. Try and end up right before these bunkers here. You're not really going for parking it because, as you can see, there's the hazards all around the basket. There's only about a 15 to 20 feet landing zone around the basket. So we've seen Catrina throw on the left side here, just leaving herself with an easy upshot, taking her 3.
yeah, this is actually the hardest hole out here, averaging 3.86, and you really understand why, because it's the low ceiling the whole way. You gotta get real, not lucky, but it has to be a perfect drive to get all the way up there.
Yeah.
And like you said, those hazards surrounding that basket is pretty difficult as well.
Absolutely. Here's Paige.
Yeah, and that's a common thing on this hole, just coming up a little bit short, a little bit too low.
She'll still have a look from there. Hailey popping out a vulture. That looks way too low, and that's going to be well short.
Yeah, and she was one of the few 2s on this hole from first round. She
Yeah, it was a great putt.
She was over there on that right side by that car path and made a beautiful putt.
Yep.
Kind of where Jen's going right now, actually.
Yep. She was throwing that shrike out there and just got too much turn. She's going to be on that right side.
Paige going with the jump putt from like 120. I'm guessing she did that just to be careful with those hazards.
Oh, yeah. Get that extra precision, and Catrina with a good upshot there. She'll be able to tap in the 3. Really executing that hole perfectly.
Ooh. Really scaring the basket there, so I'll have a drop in par. Here's Jennifer for 2.
Lone 2 on the card and just a little bit too low. Paige with a good putt for 3. She was having some putting struggles that first round, but really found it that second, and seems like she's kept it going here in this third round. Huge shout out to DMart for being our coverage sponsor, helping us get out here. We love y'all.
Yeah, if
Thank
you're
you.
in the OKC area, go check them out for sure.
Yeah. Hole 4, this is a par 3, 345 feet. Cool little downhill par 3. Really just throwing an overstable fairway driver to mid-range even because it is so downhill. Make sure you get a nice left finish, but not too left because there is a lot of trees and bushes on that left side that you want to avoid. But we got Kat here going with the H1V2, throwing this shot really well all tournament.
Yeah,
putting it inside the circle all 3 rounds on this hole.
Yeah, this hole averaged 3.32 on this last round. 4th most difficult. I'm guessing that's just because it's water.
Yeah.
And if you go too far left, the water does kind of like wrap around a little bit more. So you can kind of get in some troubles on the left side.
I did see a lot of bad rollaways on this hole too.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty downhill going straight towards the pond. Like if you hit cage and catch edge, you're rolling in the water.
Oh, this looks yanked.
Yeah, that is
That needs to get
way
up.
right from Hailey, and that needs to get up. And
Yeah, she knew it from the second she threw it.
yeah, just barely too low there. Jennifer Allen going with the Rock X. And oh, she's safe.
No, that's going to be some real tricky footing because that is some slippery mud right there.
Oh, yeah. We got Paige just laying up.
Thank you.
She will save par from there. It's Hailey from the other side of the pond after the OB stroke.
Get it.
Oh,
What?
my goodness. That looked like it was going straight in.
I think it went straight through the back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Jennifer was taking her time on this putt here, trying to get that footing right.
It's a good effort, just a little bit too low.
And that's really the only mistake she's been making on her putts. Just a little bit too low. She's been on, like her accuracy's been on point, but just can't quite get the distance. Yeah, Catrina with a beautiful birdie there. Moving her to 20 down.
Hailey
Oh,
saved
no.
4 and
Okay.
oh, that stayed in.
If that would have went out of bounds, that would have been real
Very
bad news.
tragic. Yeah.
So here's Hailey for 5.
Just a little bit low there.
Yeah, and this course, in my opinion, is like absolutely perfect for women's field.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's just short enough with the right amount of like pars.
Yeah.
You know, it's good at throwing par 4s and par 5s for the women's too. 'Cause
Yeah.
you want to see those scores get real far into par, just like
Yeah.
the men's.
But the longer holes, the girls who can bomb get rewarded.
Absolutely.
And, it's really just ideal.
And there's like the perfect amount of OB. It's,
Mhm.
it's really awesome.
Oh, yeah. Hole 5. This is a par 3. It's 246 feet. A little shorty, but not that easy. It's
Danger.
pretty scary. As you can see, you're shooting through a pretty small gap. You got the pond right in front of you, and then you have the pond on the left side that you want to avoid. You're either going putter, straight shot, or a little forehand to take the water out of play. Kat's been throwing the PA1 signature series here. Been executing it really well, but not quite executing it well this time, and finds the OB, and she's gonna be pretty far back.
So this might
For her
shock
3
you,
save.
Gabe. This might shock you. This is the easiest hole of this round.
Oh, of this round.
Of this round, yeah.
Okay,
Average 2.61.
that's definitely believable. Paige puts it just past the basket. She'll be about 25 feet there. Jennifer Throwing out a rock 3. And
That's actually a really good shot.
yeah, it was straight, but she went pretty far deep. She's going to be about 45 feet behind the basket.
I feel like as long as you're inbounds, you're pretty happy with this hole.
Yeah. She's going with the big Z roach here, and wow, slid all the way down the hill and finds the OB. That's really unfortunate.
I feel like that should have grabbed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that grass is not the shortest.
Yeah.
So, very surprising to see that.
Yeah, and they cut this course like right before the tournament started, but
Yeah.
it's just been raining so much that can't keep it too short.
And Catrina is needing to make this to avoid a potential 2-stroke swing and just a little bit too high.
Good miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking behind Hailey and her dad, who was caddying, on the way up to the screen, and they were both pretty confident it was in bounds.
Yeah.
So whenever they got up there, they were not the happiest campers.
I mean, it landed in a good spot. It just took some wild ground action and slid so far.
Boom, there it is.
Great par save from Hailey.
That's some awesome confidence after that 6 she just took.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be Paige for 2 and 2 strokes on Cat.
Yeah, you knew that was going out.
Oh, yeah. She's not missing that one. I'll move her to 18 under par.
Yeah, 3 down for the round.
And this is going to be Catrina for a 4.
Sneaks it in there.
Knocks it in. But now only 1 stroke ahead of Paige.
I feel like it's going to be close the entire way through.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I use my umbrella.
Hole 6, this is a par 5. It is 712 feet. Most of these ladies are really just throwing a distance shot. You want to end up a good amount down the fairway, end up on this left side. Some ladies will be laying up to the pond and then throwing over to take your birdie. We've seen Hailey, Paige, and Kat all have eagle looks.
Yeah.
So we'll see what these ladies do.
Yeah, this hole averaged 4.84, the 15th most difficult. And I believe it's kind of a soft par 5.
Yeah.
But if you're not far enough on your drive, then you're basically forced to lay up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right in front of that water.
There's Paige crushing one out, throwing something nice and stable. She is throwing a bio defender there, it looks like, and gets a good amount down the fairway. There's Jen throwing out a destroyer.
She's so good with the angle control.
Yeah, she really is. Gets it nice and flat on that right side and trusts that stable finish. And she's past Paige.
Yeah, she is.
Hailey throwing out the force.
Yeah, taking a little different approach with more of a flex shot, and that goes just perfect.
And she's going to be right there, bunched up with Paige and Jen. Catrina.
Oh, come
back. No,
back.
this looks way turned over. That needs to sit, and it doesn't.
Yeah, that's OB.
That is out of bounds.
And it's a tricky angle from there to the basket, too.
Well short of the basket. She's got a solid 360 feet, maybe 380 to the basket.
See what she can do here. Looks good so far. Does it have the power? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that was an insane shot.
That is a world-class recovery
That's
shot
so
right
good.
there. That is so good.
So she'll be having a birdie putt. There's Paige trying to get in eagle range. And I'd say that's eagle range.
That is definitely equal range. It's about circle's edge there. Maybe just inside the circle.
Yeah, I feel like you almost just want to be like aiming like right at those trees and hoping to get right in front of it.
Yeah.
This seems to
Hailey
be the
popping up
play.
the force and
Oh,
gets a
out.
skip off the concrete on
Yeah.
the side there. And she is in eagle range as well.
I mean, I can't stress how far this drive is. I mean, that is almost pin high. Not actually almost pin high, but that is just like a super easy shot over the water.
Jen just a little bit outside the circle, but she's got an eagle look as well.
And just a little bit low. Oh no.
Hailey just a little bit low too. All right, Paige.
Come on, Paige. What?
Just a little bit left. Unfortunate to see from these ladies.
Trina, I'm sure, is someone happy she just witnessed that. Not losing too many strokes.
Yep. You're never like...
You're not like, it's not like evil.
Yeah.
It's not evil, but it's in your head.
What? Catrina with a super uncharacteristic putt there.
Wow.
And she's going to be taking a par.
That's shocking because she's been so consistent from that range all tournament.
Absolutely on fire. And just like that, we are all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. 19 under for both of our leaders, Catrina Allen and Paige Pierce, just absolutely killing it. They are 10 strokes from third place.
Missy Gannon and Vanessa sneaking up in there as well.
Yeah. Hole 7, this is a par 3. It's 288 feet. It is very uphill. You can throw either a forehand if you got the power to get all the way up there. It is plays a little bit further, probably about 310, 320. We've also seen the just hard and straight hyzer, and you want to get a nice skip up to the basket, but Paige has thrown this a little bit too low.
Yeah, this hole averaged 2.77, the third easiest hole in the course.
Oh yeah, that is.
And there is a bunker up on that left side that is a hazard as well.
Jennifer throwing a nice shot out. Hailey flicking a force, and this is looking turned over.
And that is actually in the hazard.
Yes, it is. She's going to have a long putt for her par save.
Oh, yeah. Getting the angle right, getting the skip up. And
it looks like we got Kat taking a stroke back from Paige.
She drains that. Okay, no.
Just a little too low. Really good line, though.
This is the beauty of the hazards. Instead of just straight OBs, you can putt from right where your disc is. There we go, Jen.
There's a putt, and that'll move her to 10 under par. Catrina taking that stroke. Moves to 20.
Yeah, I know this hole had a really slick tee pad the first 2 rounds, so they put up a little temp tee pad for this round, which was awesome that they did that.
Yeah,
a lot of people were throwing standstills just because they couldn't get any run up at all.
And Hailey tapping in the unfortunate bogey, moving her to 6 under par. Hole 8, this is a par 4. It is 535 feet. There's 2 lines you can take. You have the route on the left where it's very low ceiling, and then you have the right side, which it's low ceiling initially, but it kind of opens up once you get past the trees, which a lot of people are taking. Then from there you have a pretty simple upshot across the pond.
Yeah, this was actually the second hardest hole in the course, and if you play that middle gap, it's quite a bit more dangerous because that water does come more into play.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just play the wide hyzer, it's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
If you have the power, at least.
Oh yeah.
And then of course you have the elevated basket with the water right behind, which is probably why it's the second hardest, honestly.
That was an absolute crush from Jen there. She is right there on the edge of the pond.
Trina not quite getting the fade. Oh, there's the skip. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, she landed nicely on that short fairway grass and got a good amount of skip. She'll have an easy approach from there. Paige going for the straight gap.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty tricky upshot too.
Yeah.
Because on this green, you want to be within 10 feet for sure. Because Elevated baskets are a nightmare sometimes.
And you can't really go past the basket either.
That's what I'm
by
saying.
Too much.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
yeah.
like play it super safe. You know?
Yeah. That comeback putt's not easy.
Paige has been working on her forehand, and you can tell.
Paying off. Getting a nice little roll, too. There's Hailey. Throwing out a forehand, and that one just flipped up on her. She's going to have a long putt for her 3.
Yeah, she might even just lay that up, honestly.
Yep. Catrina with a nice upshot there. Should be able to make the birdie from there. Skipping off the stump.
It's kind of worried she's going to hit the front of that and possibly roll back.
Right. That was scary.
I feel like that had to have happened at least once or twice this time.
Oh, yeah. Hailey with a nice run there.
Here's probably the scariest putt on this course. For birdie.
Oh, yeah. That'll move her to 20 under par.
Yeah, she needed that, knowing that Catrina's, right there.
Yeah. Cat making birdie as well. Moving to 21 under par.
Yeah, and big shout out to Sarah Hokum, Madison Walker, and Erica for doing commentary for us.
Yeah.
While we were down there for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah,
They
it
did
was
an
awesome.
job, and
Yeah.
we really appreciate it.
Yep. Oh, and we apologize that the coverage hasn't come out quite as fast as our last 2 rounds. We had a 8-hour drive and then a full day of work to deal with before we could get in the booth to commentate for you guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have that privilege of just knocking this out right after the tournament or the round was over. So
Yeah. A little fancy.
yeah,
footwork.
she's like some Simon Lizotte with the disc flips with her fingers.
She's like a freestyle expert, I think.
Yeah.
Hole 9, this is a par 3. It's 301 feet. This is a pretty easy hole. You're really just throwing a forehand a little bit high. You want to kind of hit the backside of the hill behind the basket, and there's not too much ground play on this hole. There is also the backhand route here, which is a little bit more risky, as you can see.
Yeah, this hole averaged 2.89, just barely under par, and you can see why. There's like no danger, so you're either parring it or birding it, which usually equals slightly under par.
Yep. Cat.
That's yanked, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming back.
She was in that exact same spot. Was it round 2 or 1?
Round 2, yeah.
Round 2, yeah.
Exact same spot. She made the putt, though, so she's done it before, and
That'd be cool if she can do that again.
Yeah.
There's Paige pulling out the forehand.
And that looks way low. And
She got up there, though. She'll
Yeah.
have a look.
Hailey. That needs to get... Oh, and it squeaks through
look at
there.
that.
Like a curtain. It's popping out. Page for 2, and
Yes.
doesn't like it
Little
immediately.
Early release there.
Yeah.
It's really easy to do on those jump putts.
We got Cat. Over the bush putt.
Are you serious?
Oh, 2 times in a row. That is fantastic.
The disc just like pops out of the bush somewhere.
Yeah. Just kind of guessing.
Well, the cool thing is, like, that's kind of her putt anyways. She has to toss them up high and let them fall in.
Yeah.
And it kind of just played right into her hands.
Yeah. And just a little bit too high. Hailey with a really nice birdie. Made him 2-7 under par, and Cat's got 2 strokes on Paige now. She took those 2 strokes right back in these last 4 holes.
Yeah, there's some difficult holes in this back 9, though. It's going to be real hard to hold on.
Yeah. Paige saving par. We'll stay at 20 under par. And that is going to conclude the front 9 of the 2019 Ledgestone Insurance Open final round coverage. Catrina Allen finishing off the front 9 with 2 strokes on Paige. Nice little cushion going into this back 9, but we do not have easy holes here. So
No, not at all.
there's a lot of separation here, so should be exciting.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys for the bag 9.